The Landman Season 2 trailer just dropped, and it's flipping everything we thought we knew on its head. Shocking twists, unexpected returns, and a storyline that's about to get even more intense. This changes EVERYTHING. Stay tuned because you won't believe what's coming next. I know 2025 has barely begun, but mark my words, by the time this year wraps up, Landman will be sitting at the very top of my list of best shows. And something tells me I won't be alone in thinking that. Let's be real, after the absolute disaster that was Yellowstone Season 5, a lot of us felt like Taylor Sheridan had lost his magic touch. The man who gave us some of the most gripping, high-stakes dramas in television history suddenly delivered something that left us frustrated, disappointed, and, honestly, ready to walk away. The trust we had in his storytelling? Shattered. For many fans, Yellowstone's downfall felt like the end of an era. But now, Landman is stepping onto the scene, and it's got all the makings of a true Sheridan comeback. The big question is, will this be the show that redeems him? Will it remind us why we fell in love with his storytelling in the first place? If my gut is right, Landman isn't just going to meet expectations, it's going to blow them out of the water. Turns out, Taylor Sheridan did deserve a second chance, because Landman Season 1 absolutely delivered. It reminded us why his storytelling still has the power to grip us, surprise us, and keep us on the edge of our seats. And now, the buzz is even bigger. Rumors are swirling that Season 2 is already in development, and this time, the spotlight is shifting in a major way. Brace yourselves, because Cami Miller is about to take center stage. Yes, you heard that right. The legendary Oscar-nominated Demi Moore is stepping into the lead of a Sheridan-crafted drama, and I couldn't be more excited. With Monty Miller gone and a power vacuum left in his wake, Cami is ready to seize control, and if you thought the world of oil was ruthless before, just wait until she makes her move. If Season 1 laid the groundwork, then Season 2 is about to ignite a full-blown firestorm, with Cami at the very heart of it. This is the kind of power shift that could change Landman forever, and honestly, I'm here for every single moment of it. If you've been following Landman from the very beginning, then you already know Season 1 was a wild, high-stakes thrill ride that left us hooked. At the heart of it all was Tommy Norris, a man who went from being just another small-time landman, grinding his way through the ruthless oil business, to becoming the powerhouse at the helm of a multi-billion-dollar empire. His rise wasn't just unexpected, it was seismic. But here's the thing about power, it's never as secure as it seems. Tommy's newfound position has thrust him into a world where every decision carries massive consequences, where allies can turn into enemies in the blink of an eye, and where the weight of responsibility is just as heavy as the fortune he now controls. And who better to bring this complex, morally gray character to life than Billy Bob Thornton? He's been nothing short of spectacular, giving Tommy an incredible mix of brilliance, vulnerability, and unpredictability. You can feel the tension in every move he makes, the internal battles he fights, and the ever-present danger of one wrong step bringing everything crashing down. That's exactly why Season 2 has me beyond excited. Now that Tommy has claimed his throne, the real question is, can he keep it? Will he continue to dominate the industry, or will the very power he fought so hard to gain be the thing that destroys him? One thing is certain, Landman isn't slowing down, and if you thought Season 1 was intense, just wait, because the storm is just getting started. Is Tommy really going to embrace this new lifestyle and power, or will he be pulled back into the morally gray world he came from? I can't help but wonder, how far will he go to hold on to everything he's gained? If he continues to look up to John Dutton when it comes to his character traits, there's a high chance he won't see any obstacles or boundaries before him. And yes, this means things will only get crazier. Let me throw a question your way. Do you think Tommy Norris is a better character than John Dutton? I know I know it might seem like an odd comparison at first, but when you really think about it, it makes perfect sense. After all, both characters were born from the mind of Taylor Sheridan, and both are powerful, deeply flawed men navigating industries filled with corruption, betrayal, and high-stakes decisions. The difference? Tommy is still climbing, still figuring out what kind of leader he wants to be, while John was already established, fighting to protect a legacy that had been in his family for generations. Now, this is where things get really interesting. Billy Bob Thornton has already dropped some major hints about what's coming in Season 2, and trust me, it's going to take us even deeper into Tommy's mind. According to him, despite the wealth, the power, and the crushing weight of leading MTEX, Tommy Norris will remain true to who he is at his core. But here's the real question, is that a strength or a fatal flaw? Because, let's be honest, power changes people, sometimes in ways they don't even see coming. The oil business is a cutthroat world where loyalty is for sale, alliances shift like the wind, and the higher you climb, the lonelier it gets. Staying true to yourself in a game like this? That's not just difficult, it's dangerous. So, can Tommy hold on to his identity when everyone around him has a price? Or will he become just another casualty of an industry that swallows men whole? One thing's for sure, Season 2 is about to push Tommy to his absolute limits, and I, for one, cannot wait to see how far he'll go to survive. Tommy's never going to get the Landman out of him, Thornton shared. I don't know about you, but that makes me think we'll see Tommy take a darker turn in the upcoming episodes. After all, when you're dealing with the oil industry, nothing ever stays clean for long, right? There's no shortage of moral dilemmas for Tommy in this high-stakes world, and I'm sure Season 2 will see him constantly balancing his loyalty to his new role with the dirty dealings that seem to come with the territory. The moment he gets too comfortable, I can already see the walls starting to close in. Let's cross our fingers that he won't crack under the pressure, shall we? Now, let's get into the part that excites me the most, Cami Miller. If you thought Tommy's rise to power was intense, just wait until Demi Moore's character takes center stage. Trust me, the storm she's about to unleash is going to shake Landman to its core. In Season 1, Cami was more than just Monty Miller's wife. She was a woman trapped in the shadow of a ruthless oil tycoon, navigating a world where power was everything, but never truly hers to wield. But that was then. After Monty's brutal and dramatic exit, the game has completely changed. His empire is left fractured, vulnerable, and up for grabs. And now, Cami isn't just stepping up, she's ready to take control. Now, here's the real question. Will Cami Miller be an agent of chaos, burning everything in her path, or a cold, calculating mastermind who outplays everyone before her? One thing's for sure, she's no stranger to survival. We've already seen glimpses of her sharp intellect, her unshakable resilience, and, most importantly, her ability to navigate a world dominated by men who underestimated her. But now she's the one holding the cards, and I have a feeling she's about to set the entire game on fire. Will she unleash a storm of revenge for everything Monty put her through? Will she rise from the ashes of his empire and build something entirely her own? Or will she go head-to-head with Tommy Norris, igniting one of the most intense power struggles we've ever seen? One way or another, Cami Miller is stepping into the spotlight, and trust me, you do not want to miss what happens next. One thing's for sure, Cami Miller is no longer just a player in this story. She's about to become the one calling the shots, and I can't wait to see how far she'll go. I'm expecting a fierce power struggle between her and Tommy, and let's be real, it's going to be absolutely riveting. Will Cami emerge as Tommy's greatest ally, or will they be bitter rivals fighting for the same piece of the pie? I don't know about you, but I can't wait to find out. Thornton has also talked about the evolution of Cami's character in Season 2, saying, There's a lot more story left to tell with her. Cami has a lot of growth to go through. He added, now that her husband is gone, she's going to be a force to be reckoned with. I'm curious what's driving Cami now. Will she seek revenge for all the pain her family endured, or will she use this as an opportunity to build something even bigger than before? I've got a feeling that, like Tommy, she's not going to back down easily. Joan Hamm, who played Monty Miller, has also weighed in on the upcoming season, offering some insight into where Cami's head might be after Monty's death. I think she's probably pretty pissed that her husband is gone and that her family is devastated, he said. And honestly, how could she not be? Imagine being in her shoes. I can't even imagine how Cami must be processing the loss, and I'm sure that grief will fuel much of her actions going forward. According to Hamm, we can expect Cami to hold a real grudge and clean up a lot of wreckage in Season 2. If there's one thing I'm certain of, it's that she won't let Monty's death be in vain. She's going to make sure she gets what's hers, and trust me, I'm here for it. But what really has me excited is the larger narrative unfolding within the oil industry itself. The first season set up this world of corruption, manipulation, and greed, and I know Sheridan is just getting started. With Tommy at the helm of MTEX and Cami now stepping into the picture, there's no telling what kind of power plays will happen next. Season 2 is going to push all the boundaries, and I can already imagine the twists and turns coming our way. How will the rise of these two powerful characters affect the balance of power in the oil world? I can't even begin to guess, but it's going to be one heck of a ride. As for the new faces joining the cast, I'm intrigued but still on the edge of my seat about who will step in to shake things up. Sheridan shows are known for their unpredictable character arcs, and I can't help but feel like the stakes are about to get even higher with the addition of new players. Who are these new characters, and what roles will they play in the larger story? One thing is for sure, though just like Yellowstone, no one is safe in this cutthroat world. Even Stephen King, yes, the master of horror himself, has commented on Landman, sharing his thoughts on the show's portrayal of the American West and its characters. King has been full of praise for Sheridan's work, particularly in how he's managed to create characters that feel both real and compelling. However, he did offer a bit of critique, suggesting that the series could benefit from expanding its focus to include more diverse voices. The show is brilliant, but I do think it would be interesting to see more female voices in the mix, King said. So, it's safe to say that the show has managed to impress a lot of us, and I believe Season 2 will only ensure that it becomes yet another legendary series alongside Yellowstone. It will be out early in 2026. For more updates on Landman, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.